Project Moon did it again. Not only that they managed to make an even longer wall of text than before, the new unit is actually. Today's video will focus on Blade Lineage Mentor Meursault, or BLM Meur for short. This variant of the bamboo-headed Kim is a 3-star unit and, like other lineage units, falls into the poise category. However, BL Meursault stands out from the other BL units, and we'll delve into those differences shortly. Let's start by discussing Meursault's skill. His skill 1, Draw of the Sword, is a 2-coin pride/skill with a base power of 3 and 4 coin power, resulting in a total clashing power of 11. If he has more than 5 poise, it gains an additional 1 coin power, bringing the total clash power to 13. At the beginning of combat, Meursault applies Sword of the Homeland, ranking to BL units, from the slowest to the fastest, depending on how much absolute resonance you had. This buff grants the unit skill 1 additional final power based on the buff count. Here's how it works. If you have 4 absolute resonance buff of a specific color, let's say Pride, the other BL units will receive this buff. If you have only 3 other BL units, only the slowest one will get 2 stacks of the buff. However, if there are 6 or more allied BL identities in the encounter, including Meursault, it will apply 2 stacks per charge of buff, allowing you to accumulate 4 stacks. For example, if I have 7 absolute resonance buff, 2 units will have 4 stacks of Sword of the Homeland ranking, excluding Meursault. Meursault's skill 1 also grants 2 poise count and 1 poise potency on each coin, resulting in a total of 2 poise potency and 2 poise count. Moving on to his second skill, Acupuncture, it's another pride/skill with 3 coins. It has a base power of 3 and 5 coin power, but it gains 1 more coin power if Meursault has 7 or more poise, resulting in a total clash power of 18, or 21 if he exceeds 7 poise. This skill has a similar gimmick to the first skill, applying a buff depending on how much absolute resonance you have, but it's called Sword of the Homeland, penetrating instead of rending. Like rending, penetrating grants final power to a skill, but it is skill 2 instead of skill 1. Upon use, Meursault gains 3 poise count, 1 slash power up if he wins the clash, 3 poise on the first coin. If he crits on the third coin, he will deal 60% more damage. Now, let's talk about skill 3, or the Wall of Text. It has quite unique mechanic. It activates another skill when you meet a specific requirement. In this case, that requirement is losing a clash. The only other identity with a similar mechanic is Middle Little Sister Dawn. If there are any other units that share this kind of mechanic, please let me know in the comments section. Back to BL Meursault. Let's delve into his third skill, Yield My Flesh. This skill is a red slash with a negative coin power. The reason for the negative coin power is that he needs to lose the clash to be able to use the other skill. Upon use, Meursault gains 3 aggro and cannot be staggered from taking damage until the skill ends. However, keep in mind that you can still get staggered if the stagger threshold is raised due to non-damaging attacks. There are 2 routes for this skill. First one is winning the clash. You gain 5 poise and deal 3% more damage for every poise potency, up to 75% more damage on crit. Additionally, you deal 30% more damage on critical hits, and 0.5% damage per 1% of missing HP, capped at 25% more damage. The second one is losing the clash. You activate another skill called To Claim Their Bones. To Claim Their Bones is a 4-coiner pride/defense skill. It has a base power of 4 and 4 coin power, resulting in a total clash power of 20. Before he attacks, for every 7 poise on Meursault, he gains 1 more attack weight, with a maximum of +2 attack weight. Therefore, if he has at least 14 poise, this skill will have 3 attack weight. During the duration of this skill, Meursault cannot be staggered. Additionally, he deals 2% more damage on critical hits for every poise potency, up to 50% more damage. On critical hits, he deals 30% more damage, and for every 1% of missing HP, he deals 0.5% more damage, capped at 25% more damage. If these skills target a single enemy or a single part, this will deal 100% more damage. As a bonus, he inflicts 3 bleed and 5 paralyze next turn on his 4th coin. For his defensive skill, Overthrow, which is an envy/counter skill, he gains 1 slash power up next turn, but this effect can only occur once. Additionally, he deals 0.5% more damage for every missing HP on himself, resulting in a total of 25% more damage for his counter. Regarding his passive abilities, the first one is In Memoriam. In Memoriam is his combat passive and is always active as long as he is alive. At combat start, apply the Swordplay of the Homeland buff on himself. The buff gains more coin power and increases the damage of his skill 1 and 2 if he has 5 or more poise. If he has 7 or more poise, skill 3 gains more damage and has increased critical damage. In Memoriam has more in store. If 3 or more allied Blade Lineage are defeated, he gains more poise potency or count with his own skills and coin effects. If there are 5 or more Blade Lineage units defeated, he gains 2 more of each instead. His second passive, Swordplay of the Homeland, activates only when there are 3 Pride Resonance stacks. This passive has 3 components. The first one is Evade Death. He can evade death once or twice, or as long as the turn lasts, I guess. The second one, buff to BL allies. He grants the Swordplay of the Homeland buff to all the other BL allies. The third one, he provides +1 potency and +1 poise count to 2 other BL units with the least poise. If there are 6 or more BL units in the encounter, this effect applies twice. For normal battles and mirror dungeon, this unit excels here. Being categorized as a bleed and poise unit, it enhances BL teams in the mirror dungeon. The Lucky Pouch effect even increases the chances of Meursault skill 3 failing, allowing you to claim their boons more frequently. For boss fight and railway, Swordplay of the Homeland shines in these scenarios. He cannot die and convert that damage into additional damage to the enemies. A viable way to endure tough clashes even if he's just left with just 1 health. He still stands strong. For general use, I would consider pairing him with other BL units such as BL Faust, BL Yisang, or even BL Sinclair. In the Mirror Dungeon, prioritize BL Meur, BL Faust, and another BL unit, preferably BL Yisang. Then, ensure that at least you have 5 poise and 5 bleed units in your team to get both tier 4 ego gifts for them. In summary, BLM Meursault is an excellent unit, particularly because newer units are designed around poise scaling and pride skills, which synergize well with other similar units. However, there are a couple of considerations. His dodging death ability requires 3 pride resonance stacks. Additionally, his high stagger threshold makes him susceptible to staggering. The second one, to maximize his damage output, you'll need to strategically use his skill tree to sacrifice some HP or rely on HP loss from previous fight. Personally, I would rank him as an S tier unit, possibly even meta. However, I haven't fully explored his potential yet. There are some min-maxing on his level, so he can lose his skill tree on this railway. That's it for this unit analysis. Hope you enjoy. If you have any other question, feel free to ask in the comment section, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye!